So today is 14th December, and we'll start with the same events in React. So we have seen this is the page which I created, and we can search here in the category keyword and location, and I can change the criteria based on event is current or future or past. So if in sorting you will see created date, start date, end date is there. But let's say if I search something, for example, San Francisco, and I search it, I see the sorting is based on the miles. But what if I want to sort based on the start date? Even after I put the location, I want to search based on the start date or in the end date or the created date. So right now we don't have that provision, so we have to solve that issue. So that is the one issue which we will be solving. So right now you will see if user's location is there, I sort based on the user's location, not based on the sorting value. So what is the first task? What is the task which we have to finish now? First point is when user is searching the location, sorting is based on location and not on start or end date. So we must change the code to sort on start or end date, even if user has chosen the location. So this is the one thing which we have to do. Next thing what we have to do is, right now I cannot see, I will see all the posts here. So if I want to see only my posts, whatever I have created, I want to see that. So that provision should be there. So I should see my posts and all posts. Right now we are seeing all posts. If some other user has created the event also, I will be able to see that also. So I don't want to means I need the provision so that I can see my post also, and I should see other posts also. That is the next thing which we have to do. Okay, so what else I'm thinking? What else? Okay, third thing is, if you talk about the pagination, since I am on first page, so fixing the pagination. Fourth thing is fixing the select box. So right now, since the default is the first one, I should be able to see the default one rather than just seeing the empty thing here in the select box. Okay, what happened? Okay, I need to restart, I think. Yeah, so because the Visual Code Studio got closed, so I need to restart. Okay, so let's write down the points again, see the points. So we have to fix the pagination. Pagination means when I'm on the first page, I should not see the first or previous link. Okay, and when I'm on the last page, I should not see the last link. So to fix the pagination and the fix the select box, these four things are there. Another thing which we have to fix is session issue. So I got some session issue in the Telegram. Someone mentioned that there was session issue. So we need to fix that also. So these are the 5 things which we have to do now, maybe today or tomorrow, or let's see how much time it will take. Okay, so we are on the first page. I should not see the first and previous icon when I'm on the first page. And when I'm on the last page, I should not see next and the last icon, last link when I'm on the last page. So these things we will do now. Now means today or tomorrow. So one thing, if you see the parse server, let's log into my parse dashboard. So this is a session. Whoever logs in, this session is created at that time. So right now, this session is created for the user is this one. Okay, so this session for this user, the session is created. So let's see what will happen if I delete this session. Okay, now if I refresh the page, so you will see I deleted the session here and I'm getting this error because of invalid session token. So to fix that, because this session is no longer valid and I want user to re-log in because that session was deleted from the server. So we should not show the error. We should send the user back to the login page if we get some error like this. So to fix manually what I am doing, I will go to the here application. So we have the console sources, application is one of the tab. And in the local storage, I will delete the current user. And then I'll go in the cookies and I delete the 2 session. This is the 1 session and this is the second. I'll delete these 2. Okay, now if I refresh, session is not there. It will send me to the login page and I can enter into this login page. Now we have to fix the same thing using the code because manually user will not go and delete these 2 things. So let's fix it in the code. So to fix that code, let's see what's exactly happening here, when to call this code to fix this one. So if I go here, I created this process as asynchronous. Whenever we have asynchronous process, we should use a try and catch block. We should put everything in try and catch block. And in the catch block, I'll write console.log error is error. And everything which we have here will go inside the catch block, try block. We'll go into the try block. Okay, so now if any error comes, we will be inside this error part and we will be able to see what is happening in the error. Now let's try to delete the session again. So I have 1 session, I will delete this row. And then I'll refresh this page. Okay, I'm refreshing to see the error again. Okay, so now I can see that I'm getting this error here. Okay, so since uh, though it's not visible here, but error is here on the screen, and we should take care of this error. Since I put try catch block, and so error is not visibly displayed here, but error is there. So we need to take care of this error. So if you see the network panel, I refresh, I go to this project node, and you will see the code is 209 and error is this. So whenever code is 209, that means that there is invalidation token, and we must do something based on this code. So I will write in the code as follows. Let me open the screen. Okay. So here I am starting. Okay, the process is like this. So here I can say if error.code is equal to 209, I will alert it right now to see whether I am on the correct place. And then I'll write the code. So I'm getting this error, window.alert. I'm getting this alert. So that means this place is right. I can write my code here. So whenever we have 209, whatever I manually I did, what I did, I deleted these two sessions and I deleted this current user. So we have to do it through code. So what I'll do, I'll go to one of the files. Let's go to the utility functions. In this functions file, I will create another function. Export constant clear session storage. I'll give anything, any name, and it will be a function. Since we have to delete the cookies, we can use the JavaScript vanilla method, which is little complex. We will use one of the package to manipulate the cookies, and that package is called JS cookie. So we will install this package, and using this package I will delete the cookie. So let's see what JS cookie do. So this is how we have to install it. npm install JS cookie, and then to get the cookie we will use this one. To set the cookie we use the cookie like this, and to remove the cookie we do like this. So there are different ways to remove the cookies. In browser we can either store the things in the local storage or the session storage or in the cookie. There are also the database which we don't use nowadays, but initially when HTML5 came, people used to use the database also. But right now the trend is to use only the local storage or session storage or the cookies. How to save and retrieve the data from each one, we will take separate topic or separate day to really work on these three things. But right now, just remember we have to delete the cookies, and in the local storage, I have to delete this part, this user, current user. And in the local storage, in the cookies, we have to delete the session and session.signature. These two we have to delete to make the things working. So after I install it, I have to include this file JS cookie in my file, and then I have to remove it using this method. Okay, let's do that now. Okay, this JS cookie is installed, and I have to import it here. Import cookies from JS cookie. Now you will say why I have written cookies, how I got this value. So if you read the document of that one, the one with link I showed you, you will get how to use it. Okay, so once I get this cookie, I will go inside this clear section storage. I will say cookies dot remove, and what value I have to remove in the cookie? Just now I showed you. One is the session, and second is session dot sig. So I will remove one session, and then another one I'll remove session dot signature. Also, I'll remove the local storage. So I'll say local storage dot remove item, and I'll give the name of the item. That is the, we'll see again what is the name. I have to remove this one. So if you have different app ID, you will see different value of app ID here. Right now I have used the app simple my app ID, so I'm able to delete with this one. So I delete pass, my app ID, and current user. So this is the function which will does all the three things which I did manually. And after these three things, I can redirect user to another page. Hard code redirection will be done here. Indo.location.hrefs equal to auth page. We want user to go to the login page. So I did hard code refresh to the login page. Now I will call this function in my home project. I will import it. Okay, so I called from this function, and then I will use this inside my error. So whenever I get this 209, I want to call this one to clear the session storage. Now I refresh it. It got error, and it got cleared all the things which I have written in the clear session storage, and user is logged out of the site, and then I can again log in. So if I want to kick out any user also, I can go into my session in the database. I will just do this one, select it, and I'll delete the row. Once I delete the row, if I refresh it, I will be kicked out of the user site, and I'll be in the login page, and then I can sign in again. So this error usually people get when they delete the session here in the, or there are many other ways also to get this error. One of the ways to delete in the session. So this part is done. So we completed this part. So what we did here, we created a function which will delete some variables from local storage and some from cookies. We also used JS cookie to remove item from cookies. So this is the thing which we did. Okay, let's copy it in the. So I will put it here so that we know. Okay, so this part is done. Now let's fix the select box. So if I go to the select box, though I have given the default value of the first one, I'm not able to see it when I load the page. So there must be something missing in the select box component which we have to fix it. So let's fix that one. So if I go to the widgets and in the single select, you will see there is a select box, but we are not using anything to really select the initial value. Okay, so for that, let's go to the single select. In the single select, I am passing the value as criteria, and here also I am passing the value. Here also I am passing the value. So we are passing the value, but we are not using this value in this select one. So here I will use the value. So value will be props.value. So once I pass the value, whatever the value will be selected will be displayed initially. So now you will see as the page got refreshed and I am able to see the default value here, here and here. And when I change it also, change was already coming correctly, but initial one was not coming correctly. So we fixed this part also that. So what we did to fix this, we pass value in select box and utilizes that value inside the select component. Okay, so we fixed this also. Now let's fix the pagination. So let's go to the pagination and see how we can fix that one. So right now I'm calling the pagination component. Let's go to the pagination component. So this is the pagination component. So right now I just display the first one, previous one, next one, last one without any checking. Now I'll put the checking on each one, and if I'm on the first page, I will not show the first and the previous one, and if I'm on the last page, I will not show the next and the last one. So to hide the first one on the first page, here I'll say if page number is greater than 0, that means we are not on the first page, then only we will show this first element. So if page number is greater than 0, then only we have to show the first one, because on the first page number is 0, so we don't need to show the first page. So let's see in the browser. So now you will see first page is gone because we are on the first page. Same thing for the this one. For the previous one, if I'm on the first page, I will not show this. So let's check now. Okay, so previous also not visible on the first page because of this line. Now let's do for this. If we are on the last page, we should not show the next and the last one. So here I will say if page num is less than total pages, then we will show this part. So this part will be visible when the page is less than the total page. So let's say there are two pages. If I'm on the first page, page number is 0 and total page is 1. So 0 is less than 1. So I will be able to show on the first page. When I go to second page, page num becomes equal to the total pages, then I don't want to show this. So when the page num and total pages, page num is less than the total pages, then only I have to show this part. And this part also like this. So right now you don't see next and previous because this is also the first page, this is also the last page. That's the reason you're not able to see any next and previous page. Okay, now, so fixing the pagination, what I did, if show first and previous link if page is greater than 0, and show next and last link if page is less than total pages. So this is what we did. So we fixed the pagination also. Now let's go to do this one. I should see my post and all post. So if I choose something my post, I should see the my post, and if I choose all post, I should see all the post. Okay, let's do this one. So for this, we need the radio button to have the switch between my post and the all post. So let's create the radio button. So let me go to the radio button and copy. So we have the radio button here like this. I'll import this radio button. Okay, then I will use the radio button like this. Let's use the radio button. So this is my form. So this is the search form. In the search form, I'll create the radio button. And here I will say value equal to, maybe I can say post type, something like that. What should, okay, post type is fine. So I'll create a variable post type in the form value. So in the form values, we have initial data. So I will add one more called as post type, which will be initially, maybe I can say all. If I say all, that means I want to display all posts, or I can also say all, or I can say my. So if I choose my, I should only see the my post, and if I choose all, I should see all the posts. Okay, so initially the post type will be all. That means I want to see all the posts. Okay, now I will go here in the radio button. So here I will define the different values. Okay, so what will be the name of this one? This one will be post type, and here I can say post type, and on the change I'll call handle change. Let's see what handle change do. Okay, handle change take the E, that's fine. So handle change is fine. Only thing we need to change the options. So if I have all, value is all, I will say all post, and if I have the value of my, then I want to see only the my post. So based on the post type, I will see all posts or my post. Initially, I should see only the all post because I put default value of post type as all post. Okay, so now let's go and see the value of the form values. Still it will not work because we have not handled this post type inside this query. So to make it work inside the query, we should pass that value here inside in this string. Right now I have not done, so only a change I can see is in this part. So right now I am concerned with the form values only. Since the default value is all, so I am able to see all. So this is all, and this is my post. So I'll be able to see the post type equal to my. So based on this post type, I will change the query to make it work for my post or all post. Okay, so this one is also not selecting by default. So initially it should choose this all post by default. Right now if I'm refreshing the page, I'm not able to see the selected box. Let's see the widget. Okay, so we have the so we have created the value on change, but we have not taken care of anything whether it will which one will be the checked one initially. So here I will write down one more thing, checked equal to, we have item dot value, and if it is equal to props dot value. So the value which I pass here, if it is equal to the first one, then it will check first one, and if it is equal to second one, then it will check the second one. So with this line, I will be able to check the radio button initially when the page load. Let's check the page. So I refresh the page. I'm able to see the default one already checked here. So for example, if I change it to my in the initial one, I should be able to see the my post as the default one. So if I change this to my, and the page will refresh, then I will see my post as checked one. Okay, let's do all now. Now anything, this form value is something which is done on the changing of the form, but anything which we have to do with the search part, that is when I click the search button, this button, then I don't use the form value. I create this separate variable like this one. So we have to create one more variable for the post type. Like we have created this variables, I will create one more variable, post type, and set post type. Initially I will pass the value of all only, same which I have given here. And whenever someone clicks the button, this button, search button, I will call the set post type, and I'll take the value from the form and put it in the post type. And then what I'll do, I'll take this post type and I will pass it here in this ReactJs effect. I put it in the ReactJs effect. Now I can use this post type here inside this process. Before using it, I will check what is the post type. Let's see. So post type is all. So when post type is all, I don't need to do anything because it is working as currently. But when the post type is, if post type is equal to my, then only I have to take some action. Because if it is all, I don't need to do anything. It is showing me everything already. So if it is my, then only I have to do something. So what I have to do? I have to create a user who is the logged in. So I'll say constant user equal to pass.user.current. So this is the current user, and I will use this in the query. So I'll say query dot equal to user is the user. So whoever is the logged in user, I want to show all those posts which are created by this user. Right now, I will show you in the query also how it looks. So let's do the console.log of query. So right now only one user has created the post. So in both the cases, you will see this both record. So in the query, you will see in the where clause, we don't see user part because in the all post, I don't do anything. But if I do the my post and search, you will see in the query, in the where clause, we have the user part here, that who has logged in user will be displayed here. So we are using the where clause if I choose the my post. I will be creating more events with the other user and to see how it looks. But right now, you see when I put all posts, I see all the posts. When I say my post, you will see only the my post. Okay, let's create another user and see how it looks. Okay, I think let's see what other users we have. Okay, Z1. Let's take the Z1. Okay, so Z1, if I put Z1 and if I choose my post, you will see nothing is there because Z1 has not created any post. I should show the message also, some message also that no record found. But right now, since I choose my post and Z1 has not created any post, so I don't see anything here. And if I choose all posts, I am able to see all posts. So based on the user, logged in user, we can show who is seeing this result. So let me go here. So what I did for this one, I created a radio button with okay. So I created the radio button with all posts and my post, and if user chooses my post, I change the query to accept that user who is logged in. Okay, so this is the thing we did. This part we will do tomorrow, and we'll do more other things also tomorrow. So today we fixed these 4 things. So if you have any question, you can ask. Otherwise, we'll see tomorrow. So regarding the Anand, one second.